Hello Libra, hope you guys are keeping well. We are going to start by getting you a oracle message for today. We're going to be using the animal spirit oracle. We're going to see what your energy is or what maybe you need to embrace a little bit, and then we will read it from the book just so you can have a better, deeper description of it. And then we will grab you some tarot to see what's going on with you. So Libra, I hope you guys have been keeping well. Thank you for spending your time here. Only take these messages if they resonate for you. Please don't make it fit if it does not. And if you do feel like you resonate with the video, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. I have already pre-shuffled the decks that we'll be using pretty well, so I don't want to spend too much time doing that today. All right, let's see, Libra. What is your animal spirit energy today whenever you're viewing this reading? Messages for Libra, please. Okay, we have the bee. We've got some air energy here. Oops. This one wanted to show itself as well. Shark. So water and air. The shark talks about bringing something to the surface, allowing, suppressed emotions to come up to the surface. It, encircling us, not revealing your true deepest emotions, being fearful. So we'll focus on the bee though, but that might be something that you guys need to think about as well. So let's see, we're going to pull up the message here in the book and I'll read it to you. And like I said, if it resonates, apply it. If not, just leave it behind. And we're going to see if the tarot kind of makes sense with what we're pulling energetically here. So I'll read this out to you now, Libra. So the bee, the hardworking, the keywords are hardworking, democratic, and earnest. That sounds like you, Libra. Okay, so it says the bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe, and then they sting. So when you're in balance, it talks about being content, active, and vibrant. When you're out of balance from the bee energy, it talks about being overworked and annoyed. And to bring this energy into balance, it talks about taking a mini vacation. So that's quite interesting for you, Libra. I feel like that really describes you really well. You are, a lot of people don't know this maybe, but you are very creative creatures. You guys have a special touch that when you finish something or when you add your little sprinkle of creativity, it really shines through. So again, kind of going back to being a hard worker too, I feel like you guys don't really have that balance sometimes to know when you need to take a time out. That could be for some of you, not all of you. So let's go ahead and see what comes out in the rest of the tarot spread, and we will kind of refer back to this bee energy as well and see what comes up, what kind of falls in line with that. All right, let's get started with the tarot here. And again, that's air energy, so your own energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So you could be having a lot on your mind right now as well, really overthinking a project, overthinking a collaboration, or maybe you have too many projects on the go. Let's see. And my readings are, we're not asking any specific question. We're just seeing what comes out, but you can apply it to love, work, family, whatever makes sense for you, Libra. All right, let's see. What are the tarot messages for Libra today? What is this bee energy all about? Okay, your first card. Wow, 10 of Wands right there. So we've got some fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries as your first card. The first card is always going to be very significant. There's a deep meaning behind your first card. This is you finally laying down some burdens, but definitely feeling overworked, overtired, exhausted. And this is a physical exhaustion related usually to work or career, pardon me, your ambitions, things that you maybe got really excited to take on and you maybe didn't realize how how many responsibilities it would bring. So there is something here very important to tell you, that you need to close out that cycle, maybe release some of those burdens or responsibilities. Of course, some things may be obligations that you can't release. Oh, wow, look at that, the Devil, your first major arcana. Look at that, Capricorn energy. Yeah, this is something you feel chained to. This is something almost of an obsessive energy, you guys, because the Devil can talk about codependency, yes. It can talk about toxic behaviors. It can talk about feeling chained to a specific outcome or to a specific lifestyle. Again, it can just be, you know, bad habits. But I feel like there's something here, and we're going to clarify these cards, but there's something here that's telling me that you are obsessing, feeling like you are stuck with these responsibilities, like you can't release yourself from them or something like that. Let's see. Let's get your last card, and then we're going to look at the bottom and the top of the deck to see what you don't see or what's in the background going on that you're not aware of. Okay, your last tarot, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been juggling, you've been juggling, you've been juggling. This is Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You've really got a lot on your plate, Libra. I feel like you've been trying your best to juggle your responsibilities, your material world, whether it's, you know, home, family, career. Those pentacles are, you know, encircled in the infinity symbol, which talks about a never-ending loop. It's like you're constantly trying not to drop the ball in some way. But it is telling you that you need to make a choice here. You need to make a choice that's going to benefit your stability. You can see the waves in the background are quite turbulent. It's very up and down. So you could feel like you're a bit on an emotional roller coaster here, trying to keep everyone happy. But there are rough seas, and I feel like you're trying to stay grounded. You're trying not to fall trap or into your emotions, but there's something that you're obsessing over of having to be, you know, the busy bee, somebody who doesn't let people down, carries the load for others, has this balancing act where, you know, you're afraid to drop the ball in some way. But eventually you have to make a decision here. After the Two of Pentacles comes the Three of Pentacles, talking about teamwork, collaboration, compromise. So it could be telling you here you need to allow yourself to seek help, because you could get into this overly exhausted energy where you start to snap at people or you sting, right? Like the bee said, which can then show a very aggressive, negative side, right? Okay, bottom of the deck, what you don't see, the World. Yeah, this is telling you here, you've done all you can, Libra. The World talks about closing out a cycle. It talks about successful completion. You have the opportunity now to celebrate something that you've really done a good job at. So lots of red on your spread here. Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is really telling you, and we'll clarify, but just my general first impression of this card showing up next to the World and what you don't see is that something that you're closing out here, it's going to give you the opportunity to take action in the creative space. The Knight of Cups is somebody who is very creative. They're usually very romantic. And don't worry about the gender. It's just an energy of somebody who's taking action, somebody who is following their dreams, you know, pouring into creative endeavors. So that's really beautiful. I feel like it frees you up from this constant need to show up or put in practical effort. And it gives you the space to allow yourself to dream a little. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot, Cancer energy, another major arcana, kind of just really signifying here that there is a need to move forward in a new direction. And because it is attached to Cancer, it's giving me that same energy to move creatively, move intuitively, trust in your spiritual intuition, things that are calling you in your heart space, things that are making you want to be more creative or, you know, do things from a side of love rather than obligation or difficulty or carrying a heavy load. This really talks about tapping into your intuition. accepting something and making a decision to be determined to go in a new direction. I really like that. So we're going to clarify all this for you, Libra, but really what I'm getting is that this is a major theme of, like the bee says, you're hardworking, you're democratic, okay? You do try to make things fair for those around you. And once you complete a task, it's like you've done everything you can, okay? You've been steady, you've been able to not drop the ball. And when that task is complete, I feel like I don't see any appreciation on the deck here. I'm on the spread here. We will look into it, but you're an artist at heart, and those creative details that kind of make all of these things have a beautiful overall outward view for others when they see you working on something. It's something that you get satisfaction out of. I feel like that's the part, because you do have a joyous personality. You are very outgoing and bubbly. So I feel like to get you out of this exhausted energy, too tired to really focus on your creative space, that's when you get a little bit snippy. That's when you maybe fall into negative toxic habits, meaning obsessing over these habits, right? It could be, I'm too busy to do anything, so I pick up fast food every day. I'm too busy to focus on my mental health, so I just, doom scroll Instagram at the end of the night. Whatever it is for you, there's something here that the devil is showing up saying it's attached to this 10 of Wands. And again, when you're out of balance with the bee energy, it talks about feeling annoyed, feeling exhausted, overworked. So really it's telling you to take a mini vacation, which is quite interesting because the world can talk about travel. It can talk about seeing a new place. It can talk about, and look at the Knight of Cups here. They're very curious about what's in the future. They're looking forward. And the Chariot talks about movement, forward movement. This person usually is the Emperor sitting in the Chariot, leaving behind a city, leaving behind a way of life. And look what's behind that, the Empress. Okay, that's Libra Taurus energy, another major arcana. And it talks about creation. Someone, whether you're birthing a child or a creative idea, a business, there's something that you do and you nurture it and you love it. And you do it from, your intuition. You're connected to spirit with the Empress. So there's definitely an emphasis on forward movement, traveling, and even if you're not physically moving out or traveling somewhere, it's your mind is being moved in a different way through your heart space. Look at that, the King of Cups. This is somebody who's very emotionally intelligent, but you could feel like your cup is empty right now. You have no love to pour into creative endeavors or into relationships maybe the way you want to, because you have been pulled in so many directions. Look at the Five of Swords. This is an exhausted mental fatigue as well. Somebody who needs to change the way they think because it's been negative. And the Lovers, Gemini energy. So it could be attached to partnership, could be attached to love, but we'll see. I see you really recognizing your worth here with the Empress. So this is really beautiful. Let's remember we saw the Chariot. I'm going to clarify these cards for you now. Let's see. What is this 10 of Wands? What is this exhaustion? What is this overworked energy for Libra? Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, your legacy, your stability, trying to make, ends meet. You are somebody who's totally reliable, somebody who takes care of the family, takes care of the business, takes care of the children. You do it all. Whether you have children or not, it can apply in the same way of your own personal life, whatever the 10 of Pentacles is for you. Even if it's a workplace, business, there's something here that is just so much in the material world. Yes, you're focusing on, abundance and material wealth, but at the same time, it's left you feeling no energy of cups, pardon me, which is your emotional space. So I feel like something has become exhausting. These are 2 10s, ends of a cycle. 10-10 can be significant for you. Maybe you're born on October 10th or on the 20th, but there's something here that it's telling you directly related to your legacy, to your family, to your spouse, to your partnership, to your business. Something needs to change. Something needs to end. You maybe need to look for assistance. Let's get some clarifiers here on the Devil card now. What is the Devil card here? I feel like you've been obsessed with trying to make it to the top. I feel like you have a level of success where you can kind of sit back now and try to give yourself that mini vacation that the B card showed. What's the Devil? Nine of Cups. Put yourself first, you guys. This is Pisces energy. This is wish fulfillment. This is allowing yourself to really get in that emotional space. The Nine of Cups is somebody who sometimes people can call selfish. They put their needs first. They put their emotions first. And I feel like you need to detach from the Devil, which is, again, it could be somebody who's overly codependent on you, or it could be yourself having negative beliefs, self-sabotage, something that makes you feel chained to a situation or a belief. You need to break free. And you need to put your own needs first. This is a single energy. So it's like you go from a partnership to a single energy. You can still stay in a partnership, but know when you need to cut ties to put your own needs first. Doesn't mean you have to have a divorce or a break of a contract, but it just says that you need to focus on taking care of your emotional space or your creativity, things that really move you, because this is somebody who's very proud of their accomplishments. They're very satisfied. And I feel like you're not satisfied in what you've been doing. Interesting. So Two of Pentacles next. This is talking about trying to balance everything, not dropping the ball, people relying on you, but your emotions are up and down. It's like your back is to those emotions. You're not even allowing yourself to touch the emotions or listen to your intuition. What's the Two of Pentacles? There you are, the King of Pentacles. You've been showing up in this masculine, reliable, loyal, stable energy. It doesn't matter if you're a feminine. This is just you showing that you've been taking control of your finances, of your material world, of your family, of your partnership. You've been reliable for everyone. And you've enjoyed doing that. But at some point, you're going to get burnt out. And this is you looking at you juggling nonstop. Maybe you're somebody who wakes up early, goes to bed early. You feel like there's no emotional fun in your life, or there's no emotional satisfaction. So this is really telling you here, the King of Pentacles, while yes, you're super reliable and loyal and people really appreciate that about you, and you are able to sit back, because the King of Pentacles sits in this 10 of Pentacles picture. Okay, he's the king in that situation. So there's something here that you really need to allow yourself a mini vacation, or cut something off here. Break. And this is Capricorn energy, if I didn't mention it, but Libra, this is also Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So I feel like you're maybe worried about how you'll be viewed if you make this decision to put your emotions first. I don't know, we'll see. What you don't see in the background is this coming to an end. You looking to the future in a new direction, and you're taking action. Okay. And it's going to excite you. This is something that you have a lot of emotional excitement for. Look at you. Right now, this is Pisces energy with the Hanged Man. Right now, you do have this pause that you're going through. And I feel like that's right now in the near future, or it could be currently. But you're pausing. You're taking a look at things, waiting around, trying to see things from all angles. I feel like before you make some sort of major decision, you're trying to really get the enlightenment that you need. I feel like the enlightenment is right here with this B card. What's this World card for Libra? A successful completion. Time to celebrate, time to move on, time to explore the world in a creative way. Yeah, there you go, the Knight of Wands. This is something you've been eager to do. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is something that I feel like maybe in the past you weren't able to commit to something fully here. But this is telling you with the World card and the Knight of Wands, you're excited about this coming to an end. Deep down, you're excited. You may be not celebrating it or outwardly saying it, but this is talking about movement. So whether you are scheduling a mini vacation, it's something that's going to excite you. It's something that you're going to feel like you're not tied down in some way, like you have the freedom to explore your creative endeavors, explore things that really you feel passionate about. The Wands talk about our desires, our passions, the things that excite us. So whether it's a new job, whether it's something that, someone you're meeting on the other side of the world, whatever it is for you, Libra, this gives you that fire that you've been drained of, okay? Something that's going to be a new opportunity for you to see the world in a different light, to take action in a new way. And I feel like you're really going to enjoy this. This is something that feels exciting to you. And again, with the red cloak there, or cape, whatever, it talks about our passions. Let's see, what is this Knight of Cups? You have some sort of wish fulfillment coming in with the 9 of Cups. So something, you know, make a wish. There's something here. 3 of Cups. Wow. Celebration. Look at that. You've been bored in love, or you've been unsatisfied. I feel like there's something that has been rejected in love in the past, or currently in the background that you don't see. Something is missing. Something is making you feel like you need more emotionally. The 3 of Cups is here to tell you, go out, have fun, allow yourself to, you know, do things from your heart space without having to worry about deadlines, without having to worry about balancing everything, without having to worry about letting someone down, dropping the ball in some way. This is just telling you here, you have some friends that you can enjoy a coffee with, a drink, whatever. They are here to celebrate with you. Okay, you've been very stagnant and ignoring your emotions for too long, I feel like. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck, and we're going to close it out. High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces. You know this. Deep down, you know this. You've been hiding it from everybody. You are very intuitive, Libra. You are highly connected to spirit. It's telling you here to trust in your intuition, trust in your inner voice. This is an emotional person. This is somebody who is highly connected to spirit and their own inner intuition, their inner knowing, and they don't reveal what's behind the curtain. So you've been hiding this desire to get out there, to try something different, to try something new. And the High Priestess is just showing you that, yes, you need to go after what it is that really moves you. Look at that, the Ace of Cups right there, that new beginning that you're looking for, the tears of joy, the overly overjoyed expression of love, creativity, new love, a new idea to find joy in a new place, perhaps. This is what you don't see. This is hidden from you right now. You have a new opportunity. Look at that. The Page of Pentacles. It's like you get your fire back. Look at the heartbreak attached, Libra. This is you finally disconnecting, okay? Not worrying about the heartbreak of others, the disappointment of others. You've been so stuck in your head about this, overly concerned. There's that 5 of Swords that we saw, that card. Okay, you've been overthinking this too much. Yeah. I feel like it's time to allow the chips to fall. You're going to get that fire back, okay? You're going to watch something burn. An old life, an old way. We saw the Chariot. You're moving forward. You're taking a new opportunity to plant a new seed elsewhere. And it's going to bring in abundance. Okay, look at all those streams, those 5 streams. Those all represent something special to you. And right now you don't see it. Maybe you've been ignoring your intuition. So Libra, I hope that helped you. Don't forget, the bee energy says, you know, you're active, you're vibrant, you may feel content. So this may not resonate for all of you, okay? If you're in that balanced energy of the bee, perfect. You're vibrant, you're active, you're content. If you're out of balance, you're overworked, you're feeling irritable, you're feeling annoyed. When can I put my own emotions first without dropping the ball, without disappointing somebody else? To bring it into balance, take a mini vacation, even if it's only in your mind. There's something that you need to allow yourself to enjoy here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are 4 cups. 4 of Cups talks about feeling over it, emotionally over it. So there's something that you feel like is emotionally depleting you. You're not interested. You need to make a decision. Okay, trust your intuition. I hope that helped you, Libra, and I will see you guys soon. You take care.